everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Raiders continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Chiefs going up against the Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay at Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Ground. This is Jalen Richard, and he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now a play fake here on first down. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 10 yards to go on 3rd. To throw again is Ryan. And Robinson with a big catch. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the shotgun, Ryan eluding the pressure right. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now they'll run it on the toss. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now it's Ryan. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Ryan. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Chris Jones in there to drop it for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And now here's a carry heading left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And it's a second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
All right, here we go. Now, check. Patrick!
On second down, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On third and short, the give to the tight end. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a handoff looking right. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third and 2, now Ryan. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
On is the punter, King, to send it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week?
And the Raiders have got him. Eddie Vanderdoes able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back in his own 6-yard line. Navarro Bowman in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
Here we go. Detroit. Over.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's taken on the 25. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. It's 37-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On 1st down, Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for a possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. In motion left, Robinson. Mahomes now on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Defense showing blitz. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he's got room. And he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now Ryan on second down. Forced out to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. An update from down in Southern California. It's now a 2-touchdown lead there for the Dolphins. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Second down following the run. Operating from the gun. Ryan. He almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Ryan. And Cook has it, left side. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gilbert. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receiver. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's Ryan. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Dancing to his left. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at third and a few inches. From the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Gilbert. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. Let's
first and 10. Here's Mahomes. Harris has it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
It's Kelsey on the ground, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Shipped together here from the D-line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That one goes for 24 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Mahomes now on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Now it's Hunt, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third and short, going with their tight end. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They'll try to run with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the I. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Flushed out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup at 34 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And Robinson with a big catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Ryan. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Raiders, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.